Hey, wake up in there, cause this is the Fatal J Spider-Man No Way Home spoilers review. Now, if you haven't seen it and you don't want spoilers, you keep this video running and hit the mute button so you can see me do stuff like this. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Fatal J, back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. You're going to want to watch this movie all the way to the end, this video all the way to the end, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm a hardcore Snyder Cut DCEU fan, even though I'm an MCU fan as well. So I'm going to give you the absolute truth. I'm not going to give you paid truth. I'm going to give you my honest thoughts about Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm going to give you the overall ranking right at the back, so you already know where I stand. A lot of people are saying, this is the dopest MCU movie. This is the dopest Spider-Man movie. No, it's not. If I had to do the overall ranking real quick, real fast, I'm going to tell you guys, this is indeed the dopest Tom Holland Spider-Man movie indeed. But is it the dopest Spider-Man movie? Is it the dopest MCU movie? The dopest MCU movie still holds the championship belt, and that's Captain America Winter Soldier. And if you even want to go deeper in that and not even count MCU, but just a Marvel movie, Logan still holds that championship belt. Now, I will say this, Spider-Man No Way Home does rank top 5 in the overall best MCU movies, and that could be debatable, but this was a dope movie indeed. The overall story, and I'm gonna give you my Fatal J off on it when it comes to summary in layman terms, because sometimes I can be lame. Check this out. After Far From Home, everybody realized Spider-Man Peter Parker identity. Peter Parker goes up to Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, can you create a spell to make everybody forget who I really am? He does it. The spell goes bad. It brings people into the Spider-Man universe, Tom Holland Spider-Man universe. Everybody from Tobey's and Andrew Garfield universe, they go into Tom Holland's universe. But it's mainly the villains, the Sinister Six. So the whole scope of the story is trying to defeat these guys, bring them back into their own universe, but something happens between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. Doctor Strange want to just straight up murk all of them. Spider-Man Tom Holland has a heart. Now, I will say this. When they get towards the battle with Green Goblin and Tom Holland, that's when the movie picks up extremely. Now, am I saying the movie was slow in the beginning? No, it was moving good. It was fun, but when you get to that Green Goblin and Spider-Man fight, that's when stuff pick up and get real serious. And I've never seen a Tom Holland Spider-Man movie get that serious like that point. Let's get to the acting real quick before I further the story. Tom Holland, this is the movie where he shined. It's sad that it took 3 movies for him to shine, but he was Peter Parker. He was the leader of this movie. He outshined everybody when it came to acting skills. And you had some cold actors in here. You had Jamie Foxx, William Dafoe as Green Goblin, the guy that played Octopus, Dr. Ock. These guys can act. And right there with them was Tom Holland. So kudos to Tom Holland, because y'all know me. Y'all know I got videos out there trashing Tom Holland, basically because he's been Iron Man Jr. throughout the whole MCU, and I always felt like that was the biggest mistake known to man, for them to put Iron Man on top of Spider-Man, pause. I always thought that was wrong, because when you look at the MCU, when you look at Marvel Comics, period, the most popular Marvel character out there is Spider-Man. Treat him like it's so. Treat him like it's so. But like I said, the movie had great story. The story was moving well. The acting was great. The only pet peeve that I had with this movie was the freaking CGI. The CGI was, to me, kind of bad when they was on the highway and Spider-Man was getting ready to fight Doc Ock. That was real, yeah, it looked at CGI-ish, it didn't look real to me. And also when Spider-Man first met up with Electro in the woods, the CGI didn't look on point. They tried to hide it in the dark and at nighttime. It just didn't look right. It looked rubbery. It looked at something from a PS5, PS4 game. And you guys get paid millions to step it up, so step it up. But like I said, let's get back to the story. Green Goblin, Spider-Man fight, everything picks up at that point because Aunt May, and remember this is the spoiler review, she dies protecting Peter. The way she died, heartbreaking, the tears will flow. Trust me, there were grown men up in there crying. I looked at Miss Fatal J, she was up in there with her eyes watery. It looked crazy up in there, you know? But the acting was good. Towards the end of the movie, you got the other Spider-Man that came in. I love the relationship that they had with each other. They was like brothers. They were like best friends. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield. It was just so good. The crowd was going wild. It was going crazy. Now see, I've been knowing about the leaks for months now, but it was just a joy to hear the crowd go crazy to see those two pop up and their relationship. They had a friendship, a brotherhood. They could relate to each other's pain. Whoever wrote that and the director, kudos to you, sir, to have them have a relationship where they can share their pain with each other as being Spider-Man. And I definitely love the ending. The ending was perfect, and the ending served two purposes. The ending was where Spider-Man had to cast another spell with Doctor Strange where everybody was going to forget about him. And that was the only way that Spider-Man could save the universe and have the other multiverses go what they were supposed to go and go back home, okay? So that was pretty much why the story is called Far From Home. All those other Spider-Men and all those villains, they was far from their home. It was on another universe. So Spider-Man had to wipe out everybody's memory. What was so sad about that scene was Zendaya and Tom Holland, they was going to forget each other. MJ and Peter Parker was going, well, he wasn't going to forget her. She was going to forget him. This was a true shine that I seen from Zendaya. Zendaya really picked it up on the acting. Now, this is my thing. It always made me wonder. In the first two movies, I don't think they was ever challenged. And that's why people don't really like them. They was challenged on this and they did a great job. The ending was superb. But the ending was dope because I know Sony is going to take back Spider-Man now. They're taking him back. He's not going to be in the MCU no more. And that's why everything was kind of like a mind wipe from Men in Black. It's going to be interesting to see what Sony does. Sony, you have had the biggest promotion known to man having Spider-Man in the MCU. Please don't drop the ball. Keep it going. You guys let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this movie? You can smash that dislike button too if you disagree about my thoughts about Tom Holland. This is the first movie he shined as Spider-Man. He shined in Civil War, but we only got a small piece of him on that. So you guys let me know, where do I rank this movie? I don't rank it a 10 out of 10. I don't rank it a 9 out of 10, but I definitely rank it an 8 out of 10. Get back at your boy Peter J. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because when you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel oh so good and oh so swell. And I'm out of here. Ninja vanish.
The time for talking is over. It's time to push buttons.